because you're absolutely right. Those are issues, those are problems. But this week we are discussing beauty. Was talking about hair and skin and hair products and skin products and stuff that smells like cotton candy, y'all. The author of My Locks and Me and There Are Angels Everywhere, founder and CEO of Faith's Naturals, where nature meets beauty, all of your natural products for your skin and hair needs. She also makes waist beads and anklets. Good rising. Faith, how are you?
Doing wonderful. So I wanted to say something to the caller.
Absolutely.
As individuals, we have to start taking back our household. We can't let the government come in and say, oh, if you get rid of your man, we're going to give you some food stamp. You have to stand together as a household. It takes a man and a woman to make a child, so it takes a man and a woman to raise that child. So brothers, you guys need to stay with your baby mamas for the long haul.
Hey, she's out here spitting knowledge. She said, men, you need to stay with your baby mothers. That one's a deep one. That's a loaded statement right there. As far as Faith's Naturals, let's start with the books. Author of My Locks and Me. So tell me a little bit about your relationship with your hair.
So, oh boy, this is going to take forever. So I have been through it all. I had the perm, the weaves, the jerry curl, the wigs. And so it started about probably when I was 12, going to middle school. I found out I was capable of doing hair. And so I would do my cousin's hair and I would get like $20. And then I would take that money and go and purchase weave, which I would then apply to my own head. And so the process, over the years, you develop this addiction for weave. That's generally what happened to people, because now you become dependent on it. You love the way it looks, the whole glamorous nature of weave. So for me, my hair was falling out. I had no sides, and I didn't care because essentially weave is going to be there forever. So I always knew I could rely on being able to go and purchase weave. So it so happens that after a while of wearing this weave so much, and I would change the hair about every 2 weeks because I knew how to do it, I became dependent on the hair to the point where I became allergic to the hair. Because what people don't realize is on the weave itself, there is a substance that's a chemical substance that they use for household cleaning. It's that seeps within the skull.
Hold on, time out. It's a chemical, a household cleaner that is in weave.
Yes, formaldehyde. It's what they use to bond, as a bonding purpose to bond.
I thought formaldehyde was what they use when you die.
No. It's part of the substance that's on the weave itself. So
That's nasty.
So because of that, I developed an allergic reaction. So with that said, my husband was like, you need to stop wearing this weave, blah, 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 blah. But he would say how great it looked once it's done. So it was like a contradiction. Should I stop? Should I not stop? And for a while, I begun, doing some inward, getting to know myself more.
Searching. So let me ask you a quick question. Your allergic reaction, what did that entail? Because I know some people, like some friends, are just like, I'm having this problem with my weave, but it's only this weave. It made my face break out, or my neck has some bumps on it, or what was your allergic reaction?
So for mine, it was my scalp. So on my scalp, there would be, it would be irritable and like itchy, and there would be like some scabs. It came from the weave. It didn't matter what weave I switched to. It didn't matter how expensive the weave was. It just would happen. And I went to the dermatologist, and he was like, you need to stop wearing the weave. And I was like, no way.
Who was your dermatologist? Was it a male, a female, black, white?
It was a white male, and he said, you need to stop wearing the weave because it's damaging your scalp.
How did he know it was with the weave, though? So is there a bigger problem out there that these doctors or dermatologists, or I don't know what a hair doctor would be, but are they familiar with these issues that people are having? Or is this a small issue? Is this a huge issue?
I think they're very familiar. There was a situation where a lady that wore weave so much developed alopecia. which is the thinning of the hair. Sometimes it's hard for the hair to grow back. So they're aware of what's going on.
That's crazy to me. So he told you, stop wearing the weave.
Stop wearing the weave.
You're starting to get scabs on your scalp.
Yes, because I developed this allergic reaction. And so because of that, I then switched to wigs, because I'm like, okay, I'm not going to
I can't wear a weave. I'll wear a wig.
I'll wear a wig. Hey, it's easy. Just pop it on and go. And so what happened was I became very aggravated because, you know, your head is hot in summer, you're boiling up. And I used to be driving home and I would take that sucker off and seal it in the back seat. And seal it in the back seat. And then once I arrived to go pick up my daughter from my friend's house, I would then put it back on and fix it up. And that happened for such a long time. And then one day I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, what am I doing? Like, this is ridiculous. So I started to do the transition in, which is when you completely stop perming your hair altogether and you're starting to embrace your natural hair. And that went on for maybe like 2 years till I finally decided I was going to cut the perm portion off and just let my hair be.
So I've heard a lot of people talk about that, like, this is natural, but then this from here. Like, how can you tell what is the natural hair and what is the perm hair?
Well, the natural hair for us is more curly. It's more your regular texture, so you could definitely see the pattern. And then the perm hair is just limp. It's just straight, pretty much. So you could see where the two meet.
So at that point, you cut off your weave.
Yeah, well,
not weave. You cut off your permed hair.
Yeah.
And you decided to dread it.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
So then I was loose natural for a while. And if anyone know, when it takes a lot when a person decides that they want to go natural, because this is our return natural, because originally we're born natural, and then along the way somewhere our parents introduced us to weave or wig, perms, so we return natural. And within itself, that's like a whole another beast within itself, because once you decided that now, okay, I'm gonna embrace my natural hair, and you might turn to YouTube and say, let me try to find some inspiration of what I can and can't do with this hair. Then there's this whole madness that goes on in the whole natural hair community, because now you have people are saying, oh, my hair is 4C and my hair is 4B, so I have a nicer texture than you. And then a lot of times when people decide to go and return natural, they will get a texlax because they want their hair to be similar to this 4C hair, which is a more defiant coils.
So I'm a little ignorant. Can we talk about, okay, maybe, what do you mean 4C, 4B?
Well, it's how they will rate the grade of hair. So 4C hair is a much softer kind of curl pattern, whereas 4B is more coarse. So that's how they differentiate. Where you should just be able to embrace whatever hair comes out of your head, regardless of what curl pattern it is and all that. But that's what's happened on YouTube. So now you're trying to find out, okay, so what am I now? And you go out and you purchase all these items to try and get your hair to curl up or wave up or whatever the case may be, when that's not how your hair normally is. So it's a lot of work when people decide to return natural. You just have to go within yourself first, and that's what I did. I learned to embrace myself, the way I looked, be unique to who I am, and then it was much easier. It was much easier for me. So I'm like, okay, I love myself. I don't care who like me. If you don't like me, don't look at me. This is how I am, and this is how I'm gonna be. And I did that for oh my goodness, for maybe about 8 years. I was loose natural. And then when I got pregnant with my son and he was born, so almost 3 years now is when I decided to lock my hair.
I think it's funny because our guest yesterday also said that it was her pregnancy that brought her back to natural.
Yeah. So usually it's always something that pushes you. Some people it's a decision they make, and some people it's because, like she said, she was pregnant and she wanted to no chemicals to interfere with her unborn.
I don't want my baby to melt.
Yeah. Exactly. So I decided to lock my hair, and I haven't looked back since. I love it.
Going natural, Faith's natural. So let's talk about this, My Locks and Me. So you wrote a children's book.
Yes. So my daughter, well, I have two daughters, and the oldest, Naomi, good morning, sunshine. So she was the first one that decided that she wanted to have her hair locked. One day we were driving and she came and she said, Mom, I have something to ask you and I hope you don't say no. So I'm like, what is it? And she's like, I want to lock my hair. And I'm like, you sure? She said, yeah. I said, sure, no problem. Because to me, hair is an expression of yourself. So I said, sure, if you don't like it, you can always cut it off. And so I brought her to Fresh Start and we got our hair started then.
Fresh Start, shout out to you. Do you want to do advertising so we can get paid to talk about you?
And so she was the first one. Then I followed suit. So did my husband.
Hold on, time out. The baby started, y'all.
My oldest daughter, she sure did.
Aww, shout out to her. Hey, sunshine.
Yes, and so I locked, and then my youngest, she was 5 at the time, and she came and she said, Mommy, I want to have locks too. And I'm like, oh no, like, you're too young. I was so scared for her because she hasn't started kindergarten yet, and she wanted to have locks. And I'm like, what people going to think of me locking this little girl here at such a young age? And so that, I was like, no, you can't do it. Just wait till you get like 10, wait till you're a little bit older. And a couple of days after, she came and she said, Mom, I want to lock my hair because I will be more conscious if I have them. And I was like, what? What do you know about consciousness? So I did it my own self. I twisted it and it locked, and that was it for her as well.
Oh, so the book Locks and Me.
Yeah, I was inspired by my daughters. So Annalise, mostly the young one. So one day, like in January, I was sitting in the living room and I was watching her, and she's very animated, such a bubbly child. And the whole story just came, and I was like, oh, give me a paper, and I started writing everything down. I love my locks. It made me feel so free. And indeed, locks make you feel free. Like, people wouldn't know this, but I love the rain. I love the water. I could be in the water forever. And so that was the issue that I had, because even when I was regular natural or I had perm, I used to love the water, but I couldn't embrace it the way I wanted to because of my hair. You know, it's always like, do we choose beauty or do we choose be in nature? And for me, I love to be in nature. I think we all need all the elements. So we need the wind, the sun, and the rain. And so when it's not pouring rain, when it's just drizzling, I would just walk in that. It doesn't matter where I'm going, I would just walk. And
I have to warn people to bring their umbrellas because they don't want to get their perm messed up.
Exactly. So it's tough because you spend all this money doing your hair, and I have nothing against people who choose to continue to perm their hair.
So my Locks and Me, I want to acknowledge the caller on line 1. Oh, I can't know when. So, to my understanding, we have fine hair, and our hair is going to be a lot more difficult to lock up. Asaria read the book, My Locks and Me, and she said that she loved it because it made her feel more confident about her own hair. One of the things that she was dealing with was the fact that her dad always mentions, like, why don't you do your hair? Why doesn't your mother do your hair? What he doesn't realize or accept is that her hair is done. She just likes her curls free. So just like the whole going natural, she doesn't want to go to the Dominicans and go get a blowout. She doesn't want a roller set. Asaria likes her curls. It doesn't matter if it's wintertime, if it's summertime, she just likes her big, fluffy curls. And I think that's something, it's not really discussed that much because a lot of people are like, well, you got curly hair, you could do this, you could do that. But a lot of people feel some type of way about their own hair, whether it's curly, whether it's natural, whether it's like we all as women are going through some form of I wish my hair was.
Yeah.
So, good rising, caller, you're live.
Good morning. How you doing, Miss Chick?
Super fantastic. How are you?
That's beautiful. My name is APPLE. I was calling in, touching into what the young lady was saying about the hair and the locks, and I agree with her 110% about the empowerment, what it does. I was the same way, sister, when it came to the hair. Had to flow out, had to perms, and then when I got my hair locked, it just gave me power and freedom. Should I say freedom? And started reading about it spiritually and stuff and what it does, and you know what I mean, I loved it ever since. I did my own, I did my wife, and I did my whole family, I did my little girl when she turned 1 year old, put locks in her hair. So I definitely understand what you're saying about the freedom, and also when it comes to the product and what it does to the person's head and night detail and all that stuff when it comes to your skin. So I think, to me personally, locks is one of the wonderfulest things. That's all natural, and you can always just wash and go, or just let it wet and go. So I just want to appreciate it and tell you I appreciate you being on the air and talking about it.
Thank you, caller.
You're welcome. Have a blessed day.
You as well. Love and appreciate you. Does anybody else have locks? Does anybody else want to give us a call? 617-282-0062. Anybody else have a child who wants to lock their hair and you're like, oh, no, we can't? Because Faith said her 5-year-old wanted to lock up her hair. The oldest was, you said, 12 at the time. And this is a decision that are you willing to let your child make this decision for themselves? And Faith is saying, it was a difficult decision. She's not even in kindergarten yet. But, Mommy, I want to be more conscious. We have another caller on the line, 617-282-0062. Good rising call.
Hi, this is Ciara.
How are you?
Good. Do you remember me from last year?
When you used to call, of course I do, baby.
Yeah. I'm in 7th grade now.
Hey, big girl. How old are you? You're 12, 13?
Yeah, I turned 12 on the 7th of September.
You know what? I'm having a dinner October 23rd. I know this is completely off topic. I would love if your daddy would bring you. I want to hug you. You call all the time. I love the fact that you're up, you're listening, you pay attention, and you call. So I would love to meet you October 23rd. Ask your daddy to bring you to dinner so I can give you a hug.
Okay.
But what did you want to say? Did you lock up your hair, or did you want to mention anything about locks?
No, but I wanted to lock up my hair, but my dad said no. And
Well, maybe Faith can change your dad's mind.
You hear that, Daddy? But people think I have a perm for hair, but I don't.
So what do you do with your hair?
Well, sometimes I leave it out, and then I put it in a ponytail because it gets really puffy because of the humidity, and when it gets wet.
And that's something we all do. Baby, you are not the only one. That's all of us. We all feel some type of way. Just put in a ponytail because it's going to get puffy. It's going to get frizzy. And that's probably one of the biggest problems that I have is the frizz. Like, I wish I could get rid of all the frizz in my hair. But I'm glad you don't have a perm. And hopefully, let's keep your daddy on the line. Let's keep him listening. So Faith can, you're 12 now. Let's see if Faith can, encourage him to push him a little bit. If you still want to lock up your hair, let him know. And then, you can always give him facts, baby, because parents like facts. Tell him it'll be less money. You don't have to do my hair that often. Mommy can twist it herself. It's really easy. Just check on YouTube, but just give him facts. That's what Anari and Asaria did when they decided that they wanted a dog. They came with a full presentation on why this is the best decision. Now, it may not have worked, but it'll still be cute enough for you to break that down for him.
Okay.
All right, I love you, baby. Appreciate you. Tell your daddy I said thank you. Faith, what did you want to bring up about hair and humidity?
So that is a big issue for a lot of people, because if you have your hair permed or like you said, it poofs up from the humidity, and that's just something I think we just got to deal with pretty much.
We can go to Mars, but we can't control the frizz.
No. And so I just said God made the hair and the man made the comb. So essentially anybody could really lock their hair. It just takes time. Like, so if you find a hair, it just takes a longer time for you to lock it, but eventually it will lock.
So I have a complaint. My complaint is that I was looking for beautiful locks to post online about this discussion, and when you Google dreadlocks, it's all white people with dreads. And then there will be like that old one Rasta. That for real. And a lot of the pictures that I found on dreads that actually had black people in them were from your book, the book that you, the dread book. So it was funny that I'm looking at all of these images on Google. If you Google dreads, I promise you, a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Women, men, it's all white people with dreads.
Yeah. You probably have to put like black women with dreads.
Dreads, yeah.
With
or
dreads.
Africans, Jamaicans, and then they got big spliffs in their mouth. So it's not like there's a stereotype that comes with dreads, and
that's what we're trying to push away from. Like there's a couple form of dreads. So there's free form, and that's when you let the hair just do its own thing. Like for me, I semi free form. Sorry, and what that means is I'll go in and kind of pull them apart so they don't marry. And then there is the manicure form, which is when someone go to the salon and they constantly, like every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, they get a twist.
Are those really like individualized locks? Those things are so sexy.
And they look like braids. Yeah, those are those ones. So it's a preference of what you pretty much like. And as far as white people with dreads, like I don't think it should be a big issue. It's so funny because white people don't really have a problem with us having straight hair, but we have a problem with them embracing dreads. As we know, there's a lot of Indians that had dreads. The Siduk, they had dreads, and dreads been around forever. I mean, it's even referred in the Bible with Samson and so many of those characters in the Bible that had locks. So I think it's a universal thing. Like the hair is a very powerful, like hair is your antenna, and everything on the body has a purpose. And on a deeper level, hair is an extension of the nervous system. It's transmit vast amount of information to the brain. And like you were saying one day, like when a lot of the Indians, somebody used to come up behind the Indians, they could sense them because of the hair on their head. So it transmits a lot of information. And in the Rasta culture, or a lot of people with dreads believe that locks are a form of antenna that goes straight to the creator.
You know what? We have a whole lengthy conversation tomorrow with Dr. Inky about hair, about locks, about kinks and curls, and I'm excited and scared at the same time what we're going to learn about tomorrow. But I did not know that a lot of Rastas feel like that is their connection or their antenna to the Most High. That's beautiful, actually, and we don't think about it like that. Even in the Bible, Samson didn't want to cut his hair.
Yeah, so he believed that he received strength from his hair being locked, and in fact he did, because once it was cut, once Delilah convinced him to cut it off, he lost all his strength. So yeah, he was a Nazarene from birth, so he was kept that no razor shall touch his hair until his time that he devoted to God. And so with that, he had a lot of strength. And so once she convinced him to cut it off, all his strength was gone. And they did a study, like I was reading up on this doctor that did a study of people with extreme long hair. Now this is not just in the form of locks, but just long hair in general. Like they have a whole different aura around them because of the hair. So hair is a very powerful thing. I mean, even as a young child, you bring a young kid to go to the barber and he does not want to get his hair cut, so it's there for a reason.
That baby knows something more than you do.
Mm-hmm.
So, aside from My Locks and Me, Asaria read that book.
Yeah.
And she said that it made her feel better about herself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know there's another book that you have. So there are angels everywhere.
So this was just released recently in August, and this was inspired by a dream I had where angels were protecting humanity. And so I wrote this as just a guide to let children know that there's more to life than material things. You know, we have things that are unknown that are watching over us. So this follows a little boy who met an angel one day, and so his dad he used his dad as a guide to show him how angels work in our every day-to-day life. So as far as there was a homeless man on the street, and once the homeless guy reached his hand out, his father gave him money or a treat. And that's just to let us know that even though sometimes we see people and they're in a tough situation, you never know who those people are that you meet. And also just to teach us unconditional love for one another. So that's what inspired this book. And it's available now. The books are all available on Amazon.com.
Hold on. Really?
Yeah, Barnes and Nobles.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on, Faith. Let me find out. So this week is definitely about female entrepreneurs. That's how I feel because I thought it was like My Locks and Me, wrote a book about hair. I didn't know that you were out here entrepreneuring it for real.
Yeah, so far the book has been featured in 2015 Baker and Taylor Forecast magazine, 2015 Ford magazine, and we were at the 2015 Book Expo in New York City, which we all attended, so it's pretty good.
Yay, Faith! Yes! Amazon, you can find my book on Amazon.com. You can find my book. Yes, baby. BarnesandNoble.com. I love it. And you did this all yourself. Like, nobody did this for you. No one connected. You did this.
No, so when the book was written, I was like, and I read it to my husband. Oh, you gotta get it published. So I was online looking up publishers, and so I contacted a few publishers and gave them the information, and they read it over like, yep, we could definitely publish this. It kind of remind us of Rumpazella, the whole story. And with like My Locks and Me, there wasn't a lot of books for children who had locks, so this will help them embrace this form of beauty. And as we know, a lot of young children are going natural in the form of locks, so it's just to help them build self-esteem, to know that they are beautiful as well.
That's amazing. We do have a call on the line, 617-282-0062. Good rising, caller, you live.
Good morning, Taylor. It's Tora. How are you?
Shantora, hey, baby. What state are you calling from?
I'm calling from Virginia Beach.
I love it. I love it. What do you want to talk about this rising, baby?
This morning I just wanted to say, when you Google it, just Google locks, LOCS, because I'm on my third set of locks and I don't call them dreads.
Yeah.
So if you tried to find a picture, there's nothing dreadful about my hair, so you will never see a picture of me under the picture dreads.
And that's where the term came from, was the Europeans, that once they saw people with locks, they thought it was dreadful, so the term dreadlocks was born.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm speechless because we've then taken that term
And we kept it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like we kept, I can't say it. They'll fire me.
We're melanated beings.
Yes. Yes, Faith, I love you more and more every time you open your mouth. Shantora, I love and appreciate you. I hope everything works out. For those that are, you know what, I want to do a shameless plug. Shantora is an awesome photographer. She's an awesome videographer. She's all the way in Virginia, but I'm trying to get her up here for the 2nd anniversary of the Wake Up with Tayla Andre show. So when two or more touch and agree and say Amen Ra, Ashe, Shantora, you're going to be here for October 23rd and 24th. I don't know how, but that's not my business. I just know you're going to be here. I love you. I appreciate you. There is nothing dreadful about your hair. I love your locks. Send me a picture so I can post it on IG so people can find out who is Tora Carter and how can they get in contact with her as far as photographs and videos and Christmas pictures and everything else. So go on and send me something and I'll post it for you. Thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes, ma'am. So we have another caller on the line, 617-282-0062. Good rising, caller, you're live.
Good morning.
Hey.
I have lots too. I've been growing my own for almost 10 years.
Beautiful.
And it's the best thing that I have ever done where my hair is concerned.
Sure is.
I had perm, I had jelly curl, carefree, or whatever you call them. And I truly think that locks are the best thing for women and men of color. It's all natural. If I still had perm, my hair would not be this long.
Exactly.
It would not be this long. My hair is right underneath my back.
Exactly. That's the way I feel too.
Yeah. And when you have style locks and stuff like that, They look so beautiful, and I think this is what our nature should have, not the perm and all that chemical in your scalp, on your scalp.
That's very true.
That's all I have to say.
Well, I thank you, baby. I love and appreciate you, and may the locks be with you. We got a whole lot of callers that want to talk about their locks this rising. 617-282-0062. Good rising, caller, you're live.
Hello, good morning.
Hi.
This is Muriel Taylor Kennedy, and I am the Queen of Locks of Boston. I got that award from Mayor Menino.
All right.
I started Locks here in Boston 20 years now. We are the first natural shop in Boston for locks and braids.
Well,
And next year we're
let's
going to be
talk
celebrating.
offline so we can get you some sponsorships, some promotions, and some advertising.
Yes, because I'm the first natural braiding shop, the first lock. I introduced Massachusetts to locks, and that's what we've been doing and promoting.
Wow.
And what is your name, baby?
Avenue. Pardon me?
What is your name again?
Muriel.
Muriel. Muriel,
Yes,
do me a
Muriel
favor.
Natural
Call me
Hair
at
Studio.
7:05 so we could talk about having an advertisement on Big City for the first natural Muriel here in Boston, Massachusetts, because we really need to get to this package that Faith brought us, and that I want to get some of our listeners to win. So really quickly, because we are running out of time, I did not think that speaking about locks would take so long. It's 6:44. Talking about locks.
Wow.
People love their locks. People love how it makes them feel going natural. For those that are just now tuned in, Faith Scarlett is the author of My Locks and Me, and There Are Angels Everywhere. She's the founder and CEO of Faith's Natural, where nature meets beauty. All natural products for your skin and hair care needs. She also makes waist beads and anklets. And this rising, what she brought us is an amazing gift package in a beautiful box. And in this care package, there are the grapefruit scented exfoliated sea salts. Use that this rising. I did when I got in the shower. The body massage oil. Hold on, time out, pause. This body massage oil does not smell like body. This is crack. All right, let me tell you, it has real life flower petals in it, and it's so heavenly. Like, it smells. I want you to can you make a candle? And I asked Linda this, shout out to Linda, because Linda was the one that connected us. I asked Linda, can I use this oil and burn it? Can this be used as a burning oil?
You can try.
Listen, this stuff smells better than anything you can buy in a store. I love this, Faith.
Thank you.
This is probably my favorite product, second to the black soap. Now, one of the questions that I wanted to ask you, can you please tell me about the activated black detoxifying soap? Tell us about this. How does this work? How does it detoxify? Why is it black? And why is my wash rag look dirty?
So it's black because of activated black charcoal, and what activated black charcoal does is it gets beneath the skin surface to pull out all the toxin out of your skin. So when you first start using it, you might find that it seemed like your face is breaking out more, but in actuality, it's removing all the pus and mucus and whatever you have underneath the skin. And the reason why your rag will be black is because of the activated charcoal that's in the soap itself.
Okay, and we have moisturizing body butter. How is the moisturizing body butter different from a cocoa butter?
So this is different because it has a whole ton of ingredients, and all the products first started with this one, and this started when my son suffered from eczema. Anybody know what eczema is? It's probably the worst skin thing that there is. And so I used to always mix the shea butter here and shea butter there for my hair before I lock it. And so one day at school, he had this severe breakout to where his skin was oozing. I mean, I brought him to the doctor, and I started crying in the doctor's office. I'm like, Dr. Raphael, look at my son's skin. And so, they give you steroids for your skin. I tried it all. Eucerin. I tried all the over-counter products there was. And so when I formulated this and I put it on his skin, like, this actually works for eczema. So it helps to soothe the skin. It helps, eczema, the skin is cracked and it has all those marks, so you can see the outline of where the eczema is. So this helps to get rid of those marks. It's great for stretch marks, dermatitis, dark under eye circle, any form of skin issue that you have, where your pigment has changed. Like this helps to soothe that out.
Lord of mercy. Okay, I wish I got some of this. Can we talk about this one? The body souffle. Now this smells magnificent. What is this souffle?
So souffle is it's like a body cream, but much lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
and it's not oily.
No,
it's not greasy.
Oily. It just does what it says. It just seep right into your skin and give you all the beneficial ingredients that you need with an amazing smell.
I love it. It tastes like candy. I wish I could eat it. One of the things that I had a question about the grapefruit scented exfoliating sea salt, there's also some oil in there.
Yeah, so that's so we have avocado, grapeseed, and along with a couple other oils. I can't give all the secret out, but all the oils that's in there are natural. They're no mineral oil. And as we know, the issue with mineral oil is it gets on your skin, and yes, you feel soft for a second, but after a while, your skin starts to dry out. So that's one of the big problem with mineral oil. So this is all natural sea scrub. You put it, once you're in the shower, you just rub it in a circular motion. It contains 84 minerals, which are found naturally in nature. And what that does is it gets in your skin to help detox the skin as well. Also have a little bit of peppermint. So once you're in the shower, the heat from the shower open your pores so you can receive all the benefits of the minerals in the oil.
So one of the things that I'm jealous of, whoever receives this package, is they have the refreshing face toner.
Yes.
I am jealous, so jealous of this, because when it comes to when you get out the shower and you wash your face, and even if you wash your face in the tub, when you come out and you use some type of toner, no matter what kind of toner you use,
alcohol,
it's disgustingly. It burns.
Yeah, because it has alcohol in there. So this is alcohol-free. It's all a whole bunch of beneficial natural oils with a whole bunch of tea. If you read the ingredients, it's like about 10 different teas that's in there. And that's just going to get in your pores and do exactly what it says. It's just going to shrink the pores and help to draw toxins out. And it smells very refreshing.
Okay, what else am I jealous of? This replenishing hair oil.
So that hair oil, I have 2 customers who has alopecia, and this is helping their hair to grow. So the good thing about this, it helps to regrow if your sides are thinning out, and this will help to regrow and thicken your hair. I've been using this formulation ever since I lock it. My hair is not even 3 years, and my hair is taking off like wildflower. And a lot of people love that oil, especially for their thinning spot.
And my pleasure I'm jealous. Why can't I win this box? I didn't get none of it. And this smells like the Faith. Okay, again, I have to go back to this pleasure body massage oil. You don't need a partner. This is not a massage oil. This is personal.
Body oil.
This is your personal body oil. There are fresh little roses petal. What kind of petals are those?
Roses.
They are rose petals.
Yeah.
And it smells amazing.
Yeah.
If you could make a candle of that scent for me, maybe not for everybody, but for me, I would greatly appreciate it.
Well, I have a friend that does candles. Shout out to K Candles. And I'll have her make you one with that fragrance.
Yes!
With the rose petals as well.
So we have this amazing box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. Retail value would be approximately
about $70.
This whole box is only $70?
And I make boxes to a gift set. So if you tell me your price range, like, okay, I only have $50, what can you do? It's my mom's birthday. I give you one of these lovely boxes and a whole bunch of goodies.
So Christmas is coming up.
It sure is.
The 2nd year anniversary of Wake Up with Tayla Andre is coming up. If you ever miss my birthday, there's another one coming next year.
Next week too.
Yeah, next week too. I'm in love with Faith Natural. I use the products myself. The souffle is one of my favorites. The massage body oil is my favorite. I love the way that the grapefruit scrub feels. I love the fact that when you're in the shower, you feel nice and greased up. Like you feel like you already lotioned up, but you're still in the shower. Listen, I'm just going to be a little transparent here. my feet are horrible. Like I have to put extra lotion on the back of my heels. Just being transparent. I know you didn't want. How you so sexy with feet like that? No, I'm just joking. If you need to go and get your feet scrubbed at the beauty salon or the nail shop, one of the things that you can do is get this grapefruit scented exfoliating sea salt, which is absolutely amazing and will help restore your feet back to the natural softness that it's supposed to have. All of this retails $70, 8 items. Usually you go to the store, cocoa butter is about $8 by itself, and all of these items together, this would have been a $150 package. So I'm excited, and I'm kind of jealous at whoever's going to win this. So go ahead, throw out a number, and whatever number calls wins.
Call at number 7.
Okay. 617-282-0062. It doesn't matter where you're from. I'll pay for the cost of shipping if you're in Virginia. Let's go ahead and get everybody involved. We have people in New York. We have people in Atlanta. We have people in Texas. So anybody who wants this basket, $70 retail value, absolutely amazing. You will fall in love. So we have caller on line 1, 2, and 3. Good rising, caller. I love and appreciate you. You are not the winner. Hang up and call right back. Good rising, caller. You are not the winner. Hang up and call right back. Good rising, caller. You are not the winner. Hang up and call right back. How many is that? 3?
Yep.
Good rising, caller. You are not the winner. Hang up and call right back. 4. Good rising, caller. You are not the winner. Call right back.
5.
Good rising, caller. You are not the winner. Call right back. 617-282-0062. Again, that number is 617-282-0062. Like, it really just smells amazing. It feels amazing on your skin. We're going to keep you on the line, baby. If we drop you, you can always call back. We have your first name. We have your last name. We have your voice recorded so we know who she is. I want to get to these 2 callers that did call in. Good rising, caller. You're live.
Hi, good morning.
It's you, baby.
Really?
Okay, maybe it's not you anymore. Good rising, caller. You're live. Nope. Okay. Well, if you are interested in any of Faith's products, Faith, please tell them how they can reach you, where they can find your products.
Yes. So right now, my products are in 3 stores. They're in Essential Body Herbs.
Time out. You got books on Amazon. You got books on Barnes & Noble. And they can buy your stuff, not online, but in a store.
Yes.
Baby, high five. This is what entrepreneurship is about. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So 1282 Blue Hill Ave, Mattapan, Mass. And Essential Body Herbs, 30 Warren Street, Roxbury, Mass. Is currently at 22 Hancock Street, around the Strand Theater area, 22 Hancock Street. And you can always get it online. Faith's Naturals Beauty, that's F as in Frank, AITH, S as in Sam, NATURAL, S as in Sam, BEAUTY.com. And I do, when you order online, I do send out little samples here and there. And another thing, the men love the products. I have products for men. So I have a body cream for men in the rain, and I also have the perfume, the cologne roller, and the men love the moisturizing body butter, especially for the feet.
Let me not forget that she also has deodorant.
Yes.
Deodorant.
Yes, and I have a shampoo and conditioner I'm currently working on, so that should be up and running.
Faith. I funks with you, Faith. I'm so proud right now. Because all of this is, in a sense, homemade.
Yeah, I make everything at home, and pretty much started January.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Listen, I have a few business ventures that I have under my belt. Let's get this profit. Oh, Lord. So we have callers on 1, 2, and 3. The caller on line 2 is the winner of this amazing retail value, $70 in products. So for 5 seconds, Faith, let's say, for instance, I just want the Pleasure Body Massage Oil. What would this cost me?
So that comes in an 8 ounce normally. This is This is a 4 ounce. I just did that for the basket, and that's about $12.
The
for
big
8
one.
ounces, yeah.
Awesome. What about the black soap, exfoliating, detoxifying charcoal soap?
So that's $5. I also have the detoxifying mask.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes. Okay, that's
it.
crack.
Yeah.
That's the real life crack. And one of the things that I wanted to ask you about is sometimes when I put it on, it might like skip a patch. Do I have to like
just put some more.
Just put some more?
Put a little bit more water and put some more.
Listen, Faith. I feel Faith's Naturals, and that is with an S. Do not forget the S in Faith, because it's Faith's, like hers. Faith's Naturals. And the website, one more time?
faithsnaturalsbeauty.com.
Can we email you? Can we call you?
Yes,
can you come and do like a show for my little girlfriends? We go through all the products?
Yes, I definitely, if you have an event that's coming up where you need a vendor, you can contact me at faithsnaturals@yahoo.com. I do a lot of vending shows right now.
I'm excited. Dread not the dread now. Thank you so much, Faith. Are you nervous? You still nervous?
Oh, good, girl. I can come every day.
Well, Faith, I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. The $70 retail value package is absolutely amazing. If you want to see what it looks like, head over to Tayla Andre, TaylaAndre. It's also on Facebook. So, just head over there and do your own due diligence, baby. Find out if this is what for you, works for you, you think you want it. And the deodorant, how much is the deodorant going to run me? Because that's really what I need. I'm sick and tired of using the deodorant that's in the stores. And they told us that the deodorant has some type of parables or something in it that gives you breast cancer.
Aluminum, that's what it is. Aluminum that clogs the lymph nodes that are underneath your armpits and give you cancer.
And how much is it going to cost me for the deodorant? 11? 6?
Yeah, $6 to $7.
Listen, I'd pay $12 for deodorant at this point because I'm tired of not having something that I know is safe. My daughter, my children, 12 and 9, they're going through their little, teenage hormones. They need deodorant, and I don't feel right as a parent just giving them all of these different names that you can get and still taking the problem off of me and putting it onto them.
Yeah, exactly.
So, thank you, Faith. I love and appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing day.
You can also follow me on Instagram at Faith's Naturals on Instagram.
Faith's Naturals on Instagram. She's also tagged. I posted the basket on Facebook, on Instagram. You can also find her that way. She is tagged. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Don't forget Minister Inky's on tomorrow talking about you already know how his mouth is. So we'll see how tomorrow works out. Big City.